What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block for March 13th, 2018. I am one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, that retro code, Edward Varnell. Hey,
I didn't know they made a Contra for Microsoft Windows that came out this year.
What?
Yeah, I was on YouTube watching the evolution of Contra, and there was like Contra Wars or something like that for Microsoft Windows. And it said like 2018. I'm like, wait, what the heck? I mean, it looks a bad ripoff of Gears of War. But I was just like, when the heck did they make this?
Jeez, I didn't know that either. Well, that's news.
Yeah. But hi, everybody.
How's it going, Ed?
It's good. I celebrated Happy National Nap Day because I slept pretty much a lot today.
Nice.
But did get some gaming, got some gaming in finally.
Nice. I did not take a nap today. I worked all day, and now I'm here doing a podcast. So, yeah, that was my day. I wish I could take a nap. It sucks because I love sleeping in the car, and I can't do that because of, if I'm driving, I can't sleep, obviously. So,
yes.
How are you, Ed? How's your day been? How's the game playing going? What are you playing?
What I'm playing, so I'll start with Xbox One. Playing some more Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Just enjoying that. Just in a fight, I keep getting killed because I keep making mistakes. But getting close to where you be able to upgrade the bow to take down the doors. When you got like that metal rod, it's like a zip liner kind of thing. So I'm getting to that point in the game. So almost, like I said, almost done with it. Got like about 25% more to do now. About to start Ori and the Blind Forest. Replay that from the beginning and work on that. Play Halo 4, Metro 2033, and Infamous Second Son DMC Devil May Cry over the weekend. And just to really enjoy my time having discussions and talking about those games. Arrow Oasis on 2DS, just expanding my land. So about 1/4 through that game. Hopefully just be able to finish up some more quests and finish the game hopefully by the next 2 weeks, or by the end of March. Hopefully I can finish that. Moving on, PS4, played some Iconoclast with that, and I downloaded I thought I picked up a game, but no, I didn't. I forgot that I had BioShock Infinite, the BioShock collection, and I installed it on my PS4. So I'm about to be getting ready to play that, and Hellblade, getting ready to play that. As for Switch, picked up Flint Hood and started it actually today. That game is brilliant, but it's difficult and brilliant in the sense that what Celeste is for some people is kind of basic, but yet it's hard. Flint Hook is just like a lot of timing with using those controls that they give you, and I may have to dock it and play it with the Pro controller and see if the gameplay changes, like if it's easier for me to handle. Because I did play in portable mode, playing with the control Joy-Cons attached to the system. So been playing that. Play some more Bayonetta. Probably got about 6 more levels that I need to do, and then I'll be finished with that game. So Bayonetta 2. So I'm gonna be working on that, and then I'll jump back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and finish that. But that's pretty much what I've been playing. And I picked up Naruto 4. Or Naruto Shippuden for Xbox One, but I haven't installed it.
We need Jesse to translate.
Right.
Jesse, translate. Jesse! Jesse, I know you're listening to us. Jesse.
So I'll be starting that. I've been seeing people play Final Fantasy 9. So I need to buy it for PS4 and like start that game. I've never got to finish it, and that's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. Vivi is like one of my favorite characters of all time. I might have to do it like a list for that. My top 20 favorite characters of all time. You know, Mario is going to be number one because I grew up playing Mario and everything. And hopefully everybody had a great Saturday who celebrated Mario's March 10th, or which is Mario Day. Hopefully people dressed up a cupcakes, played some of the old games, and reflected on what Mario means to the video game culture and just in general. So hopefully everybody had fun on that day. I actually went to work Saturday with my Mario hat. I kind of wanted to parade around with my Mario hat to be like, Happy Mario Day, everybody, just being a Nintendo nerd. But I wasn't allowed to do that because we were busy. So, but yeah, that's what I've been playing. That's what I picked up.
Nice. I mean, I haven't really been playing a whole lot. I need to really just get back, and I just need to sit down and just play something, anything. I mean, this weekend we played Halo 4 together with Jesse for Squad Goals. You should check that show out on youtube.com/NGRradio every Monday at 10 a.m. It's fun. Our first Halo episode went up as this post yesterday. It went up. So,
dude,
it was so much fun.
I've been cracking up.
Yeah, it's funny. I watched a little bit of it on my lunch break today, and it's pretty funny. We had so many just dumb things either happen to us or we were doing dumb things to each other. It was just fun. Yeah, it's just fun. So we're promoting that, and then what else? We played Metro and DMC together for Pod and Play, our infamous Second Son episode. Wow. Our infamous Second Son episode went up on Saturday. You can find that on Saturdays on youtube.com/NGRradio as well. I'm sorry for the crackly microphone in that episode, but that issue has since been fixed. And then next week is our Metro episode, and then DMC, and the rest of our season. So that was fun. That was really fun. And then I played some Tetris and Box Boy, I should say.
Nice.
Yeah, on my 3DS, just because like that system's sticking around for a while, and it's got games I want to play on it, so I might as well just keep it charged and play it. So I'm so excited for Luigi's Mansion, man. I was watching the trailer again, and I'm like, why isn't this on Switch? But I know I'm gonna buy it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So. But ever since the Direct, I've had the Luigi's Mansion theme song stuck in my head. Just him, not even the song, just him humming it while he's walking through the mansion. He's like, heh, 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 heh. Yeah, I can't get it out of my head.
So good.
Oh, so good. Oh.
Yeah. It's weird that there's actually been 3 Luigi Mansion games.
Yeah, if you're including the arcade one now. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would love the arcade to come to Switch, like online play. Like I would pay $14.99 for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even if it was just an eShop title that you could like, even if it was like $14.99 or $19.99, and you just downloaded it and used the one Joy-Con to like, I mean, I think it's a first person game, right? And you're catching the ghosts.
Yeah, like House of the Dead.
Yeah. So that'd be super fun. But I don't know. We'll see. We might get it someday.
Yeah, we haven't got the Mario Kart one yet. And
Mario Kart? There's Mario Karts around here.
Not the arcade one for Switch.
For the arcade version for Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about that one.
I was confused at what you were saying. I was like, I've seen the Mario Kart arcade cabinet around here in places that don't even have arcades in them.
Trust me, I played that faithfully at the Dave & Buster's house.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair. But that's kind of all I've been playing. I'm prepping my shelf space for more Wii U, GameCube, and 3DS titles. So I got to get them all in before the baby comes.
which is funny. I actually ordered adapter for my Wii U gamepad to charge it up, so I'll be able to get back to playing my Wii U. Something happened to my cord, and I'm just like, no. Oh, Amazon got one for like $8. Dink.
Oh, what would we do without Amazon? It's the best. Amazon's the best.
At times.
Oh, man. You know what? I use Amazon all the time. How about my screwdriver on Amazon to switch out my switch case? So, yeah. But that's it. That's about it for what we've been playing. So we're gonna get into these news bits. We've actually got quite a bit of news for, the direct happening on Thursday and then the weekend. So,
yes.
This comes from Nintendo Life. Switch's stellar first year helps Nintendo bag itself an AMD Excellence Award. Nintendo Switch pulled off quite the first year, just blah blah blah, but that success hasn't gone unnoticed. Earlier today, at the 23rd AMD Awards, the Big N took to the stage and Maji Ken venue in Tokyo and received the prestigious AMD Excellence Award. Some big names at Nintendo were on hand, including Yoshiaki Koizumi and Shinya Takahashi, with Nintendo being recognized for the strength and impact of Nintendo Switch since its worldwide launch on the 3rd of March of 2017. So, congratulations, Nintendo. You deserve it, because the Switch is awesome. The Switch is awesome.
And it's still selling like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, congratulations, Nintendo. I don't know if we really have anything else really to say about it, but
good. No, it's good that they won an award. Hopefully they win more.
Yeah. Win. Sorry.
Yes.
Got excited. I know it looks like I'm excited, but I got excited. Okay, our next news story. The Switch Parental Controls app update suggests firmware 5.0.0 isn't far away. Software update coming soon. A new update has gone live for the Switch Parental Controls app on iOS smartphones, and it directly references Switch firmware 5.0.0, which isn't out yet. As you can see from the update notes below, there's a whole list of update notes. There's a bullet point that says, in order to use some of these features, you will need to update Nintendo Switch system version to 5.0 or later. So, later in the story, some suggest that 5.0 might be coming tonight, or as you hear this, it may have already happened. So check your Switches and make sure that that all happened. So 5.0 will allow you, the rumor is it'll allow you to actually buy themes and organize your what do you call it, your operating system the way you want it, similar to what PS4 kind of does now. So
yeah,
that's exciting. I've been wanting to organize my games into alphabetical order for a long time, and it's really bothering me, dude.
Okay.
It's bothering me so bad. I just want to take the screen. I just want to be like, you go here, you go here. Let me do it. Just let me do it. Come on, Nintendo.
It's so crazy that when Wii U added the files thing, where you could just drop the games in those files, and like kind of give it their own channel. I literally have multiple files. Like I have all the Mega Man game files, like Mario indie games, like I separated those much and put them into alphabetical order. It took me like an hour, and I'm just like, what am I doing? But then I go to it, and I'm just like, bam, ease of access. I'm just like, oh, this is so easy. Now I can just go where I want to and be done with it. So hopefully Nintendo brings that with this, and I would love some cool things. I want to change my background. Like I would love to like get it ready for E3 or have like Super Mario Odyssey and stuff like that. I would love. 3DS does it so well, and I kind of want those things to come on my Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see what kind of themes are coming to Switch, just because, like, not that I'm going to use it. I really like the dark theme that I'm using now. Like I don't know if I would really go out of my way to buy themes like I would on PS4, Xbox One, unless they're like really cool. Well, I guess just PS4. But you know what I mean? Like I don't know if I would go out of my way just because the tiles take up so much room, and
yeah.
I like the dark theme. I think it looks really clean and slick and stuff, and it matches the device really nicely in terms of like a sleek piece of technology instead of a children's toy, you know. So
yes,
as I'm playing with blue Joy-Cons, but
I still love your blue Joy-Cons.
I know. I can't wait to switch them out for the white ones. I can't wait. Oh, the white ones are gonna look so sick. I'm actually gonna use the pointer buttons instead of the BAYX buttons to replace them.
Yeah, because
they're a little bit cleaner, and these buttons, one of them has a dent in it, and the Y button sticks. And I think it has something to do with like the thing that keeps it from coming out of the system. So
okay,
we'll see how it goes.
If they charge themes, I hope they charge at least like about maybe $4 or $5 for a theme pack.
Yeah,
and because like for 3DS, I think they're like $2.99 depending on or $1.99 depending on what theme you got. And I was buying a lot of them like almost every Friday, like the Pokemon ones, the Link Between Worlds one I got. Like I would love to see that to come to Switch, and still be able to organize and like kind of probably make the game screens a little bit smaller, like by 25%. So that you could just see a nice theme or on it and stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it'll be cool if they come out with like each game comes with a theme, or like or maybe it'll be their kind of like achievement system where if you do a specific task in the game, then you just get a theme. Like if you 100% Mario Odyssey, you get the Mario Odyssey theme, or if you collect all 900 Korok seeds in Zelda, you get. Or finish all the shrines or whatever, you get the Zelda theme. They could do something cool like that too.
Or like if you buy it digitally, you get it free. It comes with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what is this? Hold on. No. It's fine. I thought we were gonna have something to talk about, but we don't. So moving on to our next story. Yes, my notes are on my phone, and I apologize. Where are you? Here we go.
Outlast 1 and 2.
Outlast. Yes, thank you. My notes weren't loading. Outlast 1 and 2 took just mere weeks to port to Nintendo Switch. One of the latest hit indie games to get a Switch version is the horror title Outlast, and according to programmer Matthew Gathie, I'm sorry, that's a foreign name. I can't pronounce. I'm sorry.
Oh, Matthew,
I'm a white American. I can't pronounce it.
Matthew Gauthier.
Yeah, thank you, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. What would I do without you? Who worked on the port. It took just a few weeks to get the job done. Not only did it take them a few weeks to port the original game, they also ported the sequel in the same amount of time. He posted on his LinkedIn profile that it took a matter of weeks to port the two games to the Nintendo Switch, delivering a, quote, experience that is very comparable to the most powerful consoles, but running at 720p 30 in handheld mode. That's a pretty fast turnaround, especially for a studio that did everything in-house. So that's pretty fast, especially when it's taking some studios 6 months to a year to port their game.
Yeah,
that seems pretty incredible that they could do that. That's actually kind of awesome. I wonder if that studio is trying to get some work to porting more stuff to Switch.
Yeah,
because that would benefit them financially.
I think I'm going to pick up Outlast, but I'm going to wait. I think it's just, to me, it's such a Halloween game.
Yeah, so look, it's going to be, in October, that first week or second week, they're going to run a Halloween sale, and that game's going to be at the top of the list of games on sale. Or that's when a physical version will come out.
Yeah, like 30% off, like for both games, I'm down for. Or make the package $40.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, if you just make like the Trinity edition or whatever for $39.99 or $49.99, people would buy it.
Yeah.
for Halloween. So, yeah. Speaking of porty games, Ed, there's a report that Blue Point is working on a new remake following Shadow of the Colossus, which I know Shadow of the Colossus is a PlayStation game, but Blue Point has done work, a lot of port work for other consoles, and this is interesting because I'll just read the article and we can talk about it after. This comes from Game Informer. Blue Point, the developer behind the recent Shadow of the Colossus remake, spoke with Digital Foundry via Eurogamer and disclosed that the team is working on a new remake. What makes it even more exciting is that it's apparently even larger in scope than the work they did for Shadow of the Colossus. After confirming the new project is in the works, Blue Point president and co-owner Marco Thrush said, quote, "This project served us as a great point of growth, the art team to the point where we can take a full AAA game, major scope of art content." That sentence seems very broken. So now our next step is, let's improve the art pipeline, let's improve the engine, let's improve workflow for artists, and let's grow on the art side some more to handle our next project because it's a bit bigger. Let's see, where's there? And then he goes on to say, with Shadow of the Colossus, the studio most definitely grew in both number of people and skill level, and so we continue to grow and expand and look at areas of weakness. One area that we've not explored very deeply is what does our design prowess look like? So they are going to work on designing design work in this next remake, and maybe they'll eventually get to the point where they're going to be making their own games. So, our thought, or our take from Game Informer says, I absolutely adored Shadow of the Colossus remake. It was true to the original, along with some much needed improvements. My hopes are high that this studio can tackle another ambitious project just as well. I'm excited to hear more details about what we can expect from this project. How do you feel?
Shadow of the Colossus got a perfect 10 from a lot of places, and so it is kind of in Game of the Year like nominations. Now, with knowing that, I'm going to have some doubts on what they're working with. I don't think it's going to be anything Nintendo related, but it is intriguing that they're taking on this big major project. I think it's probably going to be another game for Sony at this point, so I'm going to wait. They might be, I think, probably doing, if they're not doing something one of Sony's first party, I think they're doing something for a third party. What it's going to be, I don't know. It's good that they're getting more work and they're ready to take this on, so they get this experience, and with that experience they'll be able to make a AAA or be able to make their own game, and that game could come to Switch. So for right now, I'm gonna wait, see what they got ready to announce. Maybe we'll see something at E3, but I don't think Blue Point got anything for Nintendo just yet ready to go. It would be good to see Nintendo come to them and be like, hey, can you guys want to take your turn at Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, or because the Zelda series, from a Blue Point standpoint, that's a big project for a first party. And I think probably Nintendo looked at, or someone from Nintendo, maybe the employees, looked at the work of Shadow of the Colossus, just be like, these guys did good work. Maybe they can do something for us. So we shall see.
Yeah. My first thought was like Metroid Prime Trilogy. Like if they were to do a Nintendo project,
mm-hmm.
like it's more ambitious without being a huge like undertaking. It's a console exclusive, and Nintendo, and a lot of fans would buy it. But that was my first thought. It wasn't my first thought that they were making a game for Nintendo. It was my first thought if they were working on something that's slightly more ambitious than Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Metroid Prime would be good for the trilogy. I mean, they would really have to go in and like really clean it up and make it like really detailed for it to look good on Switch. Just don't make it look like the GameCube or Wii port. You know, be able to fix some of the textures and deepen some of the colors and stuff. And like really, if they can get it to 1080p, get it to 1080p.
Look, I would rather have Metroid run at 720p 60 frames a second than 1080p 30. Especially if they were going to include Metroid Prime 2 multiplayer, like
yeah.
Not that that's like a big deal, but like I look, when we're playing Halo at 60 frames a second, then you go back to something like Destiny or even something like Tomb Raider or something, like that frame rate dip, you notice it.
Yeah.
And so like I would like if it's a first person shooter game at all, even though Metroid's not really a first person shooter, you're gonna feel it.
Adventure.
Yeah. First person adventure.
I think because there's not too many enemies in Metroid when you're in the areas, I think that 60 frames wouldn't serve it justice.
That's true.
I think because Metroid is such a detailed world, the Prime games is such a detailed world. I think that clearness of 1080p, making it like really bright and stand out. Now, if they could do 1080p 60 frames per second because of the assets, a Blue Point is that good, I'll take it. Now, if they want to do 720 60 frames per second, we got to feel it. I mean, that game has to move quick and it has to be smooth, because the boss battles at 60 frames per second, man, that would be very nice. That would cut down a lot of time of getting through that game. Definitely with Metroid Prime 2, with the light world and dark world, jumping from there, like that would fix a lot of movement. But yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see what Blue Point's working on, even though like I'm not into like Uncharted or anything. I know they did a fantastic job on that trilogy port, and they've done some good work in the past, so I'm always interested to see what they're working on.
Yeah.
Our last story of the day also comes from Game Informer. Netflix is not on Switch because quote, video is not a priority, says Netflix executive. In the years since the Switch launched, fans of the system have been wondering to different degrees why Netflix, an app ubiquitous on any device that has or interfaces with a screen, is not on Nintendo's latest system. While Netflix said they were exploring options with Nintendo just a few months ago, nothing has been said since. Netflix executive Scott Meyer, who is in charge of partnering with device manufacturers for Netflix apps, answered questions about it at a Silicon Valley Q&A. Quote, in the case of the Switch, Nintendo, were very focused at launch not on video use cases, but on gaming cases. Video was not a priority for them. Whether that changes over the time, we have a great relationship with them and are looking at the possibility of the Switch. We each have opportunity costs around that, but at some point it might happen. So, look, for me, Switch is the system I'm playing while I'm watching Netflix. So, like, unless I'm on a plane, which, you know, even then you'd have to have Wi-Fi, like, there's just so many factors that I'm just like, I don't need Netflix on my Switch, man. I just don't.
I'm going to... Me and you might have a different opinion about this, because I own Netflix and Hulu. Hulu being on Switch is a blessing from God. Literally. Because I'm moving around so much, and when I take certain breaks, I like to watch it, and I couldn't do it with my Wii U because I was too far away from the scene. Now that, you know, with Switch, I kick that stand, I have a good old sit, and I'm still able to watch my anime, still able to catch on my SNL, because I don't play my Switch while other like stuff is on the TV, like Netflix and stuff or anything. if I'm watching Netflix, I'm watching Netflix on my big TV, on whatever system that I play. Hulu, now that I got it on Switch, like I'm watching it in the house anywhere I go. I could be outside in my car, close to my house, and like pop it open and watch and stuff. I enjoy Hulu being on Switch. If Netflix was able to come in and do that, bam, that would fix still some shows that I want to catch on that's not on Netflix, some original movies. It just serves me purpose. Definitely when I don't have to be when I could just move around and I could put my Switch in my coat pocket and put the headphones on and just be able to listen to a movie or something through Hulu. And I would love to do that with Netflix when I'm on Switch. Now, it's a shame I can't do it when I'm on the go because I need internet access, but if I could go to Starbucks and get that same internet access, I would love to be drinking my coffee and watching Hulu or something, or watching Netflix or something while I write or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, you've been here. We have a TV in the bedroom, we have a TV in the game room, and we have a TV in the living room. Like that's where all of our TVs are, and like we have Apple TVs on 2 of the TVs. And if I'm watching it, for whatever reason, I'm not in the living room, I'm either watching it on my laptop or through my Xbox, or, it's just, I think there's been one time since the Switch came out, and I'm like, man, I really wish Netflix was on this thing. And like, that it's convenient to have it everywhere, right? And
yes.
You never know when you're going to need it, and that's why, like, yeah, it's not a priority for me in terms of I need it on Switch, but there's going to be one time that I'm going to want Netflix at some point, and it's not going to be on the Switch, and I'm going to be like, come on, where is it at? So if it would just show up there one day, it'd just be nice to have downloaded on there, Like, I have YouTube and Twitch and the CW app and all these other apps for downloaded on my Xbox.
Right.
When was the last time I watched any of that crap on my Xbox? But like, it's there because if I need it, I can just use it, right?
Right.
And it's the same thing with the Switch. Like YouTube and Netflix, if it's just there, I'll just be satisfied. It's just there. So.
Right. And it's just more convenient. Don't have to deal with wires and nothing too big or hefty. You could just plop it, put it to the side, and fall asleep to what's playing or enjoy it. Because I do a lot. I watch a lot of anime on Hulu. And I just love caring about that. My Switch is on to be like, yeah, let me catch up on some anime. Or some Law and Order SVU,
Yeah. Ed, breaking news. Are you ready?
Yes.
Breaking news.
Please don't let it be about Shaq Fu.
Nope. Better. My PAX tickets came in the mail today.
What?
My PAX tickets came in the mail today.
Yay!
So, yes! So excited. Woo!
Yes. So happy that you get to go to PAX.
I know, I'm so excited. I can't wait to go to PAX, dude. The Indie Mega Booth has like 100 titles there this year. There's going to be a bunch of panels from other outlets that I like, so I'm pretty excited.
A lot of coverage for NGR if you decide to put it on. I'm going to be tuning in. Hopefully to see some things from PAX, like announcements and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to do stuff on there. Not like a ton of stuff, but little short videos that I'll probably upload to the YouTube page or whatever. So,
of course, I'll be like, go to the Nintendo booth first. Get the content.
I will do my best to go to a Nintendo booth I'm gonna try my best. I bet it'll be Mario Tennis themed or Donkey Kong themed. It's got to be one or the other. So
yes.
I'm so excited.
If they allowed you to play Luigi's Mansion
on my 3DS. No. Anyways, okay. So, Ed, before we wrap up the show, we have 2 questions this week. One is from a longtime listener, Megan Green, and it's one we've answered before, but she explains why she asked it, so we're going to get into it. Do you think we'll see at least one iteration of most of Nintendo's franchises for the first time since Super Nintendo and GameCube? What Nintendo franchises would you want on Switch? I know it's been asked before, but I feel the question bubble up after every direct, and it's interesting to see how minds change.
Well, Uniracers. So that was a game that came out on Super Nintendo, and it's never been out after that. That's one of Nintendo's first party titles. I think it was a Miyamoto game. That's one I would kind of like to see come back to Switch, whether it's Virtual Console to remind people on where the series come. And I would kind of would love to see it like in 3D, almost in where you could build tracks and kind of have people just race around your track. Like it could be something like a tech demo, maybe like $9.99. You build tracks and you race them. Me and Corey talk about Roller Coaster Tycoon a lot. And with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I'm going to use that as an example. You're able to build your own roller coasters and experience, like get ideas and flesh things out and stuff. And it would be cool to kind of take that idea for Uniracers, put it on Switch, and then share it with the world. Just like almost like Mario Maker. It would be really just nice to have your Uniracer going around in 3D, trying it. For GameCube, there was one of them where the ghosts take over, where you jump from body to body. I keep, you know it, Corey, but I cannot think of the name. Ghost something. I can't think of it at the moment, but I would like to see that kind of return as an eShop title. In a new venture, of course, Eternal Darkness. That's just a given. I talked about that many times. Now I would love for that game to come back to Switch, get a sequel, or get that's something Blueprint could do. Why not? Why not do a Switch version of Eternal Darkness?
Yeah, I mean they could. They could.
Shadow Colossus, good lighting and shadows and stuff. That's the same thing with Eternal Darkness.
Yeah. I mean, it could. Look, I'm not counting anything out for a Switch, man. It's too popular. I mean,
yeah,
we could get Ice Climbers 2, and I think people would freak out. You know, I'm not going to count anything out. But as for me, I think the thing, I don't really know what I want most, but I know what games I would like to see on Switch. I think some of the odd sports games, like not the Mario sports games, but like Wave Race and 1080, and even partner with EA or something to bring SSX to Switch at some point, like.
I got a game for you after you get done talking that I do want to see. Oh,
you had your finger up. I'm like, Merp.
Oh, sorry.
I would like to see a lot of things that, kind of showed up on N64 for a little bit. Like, I would love to see them partner with EA to do a Rogue Squadron game, or just, kind of update the original 3 and bring them over, because those games exist somewhere, like they've said it on multiple podcasts that those games exist somewhere. Even a 4th game exists somewhere. So I would like to see Rogue Squadron come back. I would like to see Turok come back, and I know these aren't Nintendo games per se, but like, look, ever since we started talking about Metroid and we talked about Turok the other day, like,
yes.
I've really been thinking about a Turok game and like how it could be good. And I really want one, man. I was thinking about like, what if they made it Gears of War like, but you could switch out squad members with like raptors or something,
Oh yeah.
Like you and one squad mate, and then like a raptor or some sort of like each dinosaur would have some sort of like special ability that you could use to, use to your advantage. So,
Right. Keep it level based. Don't go to you.
oh yeah, no, level based, definitely. What else? There was one other game that I really, really, really wanted.
Can I say my game while you thinking?
Yeah.
I would love to see Super Mario Land 2 in a remake come to Switch, done in the Super Mario 3D World style. If not that, Super Mario Land 3, like bring that franchise back and shoot.
Or you could add Super Mario Land 2 and Super Mario Brothers 2 to Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Like either like as skin packs or kind of like, hey, here's some bonus things and you just play through the levels of those games,
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
I think Super Mario Land, the first one, needs a remake.
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
it could just stay on the Game Boy.
I mean, well, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people haven't played it, and they kind of realize how great Super Mario Land 2 was, but but no one pretty much knows how Super Mario Land on Game Boy, how that game played or anything.
Watch out for those Koopa Troopas. They turn into bombs.
Well, the submarine stages, a lot of people haven't really played, and that was kind of a change from Mario games. When you think underwater for Mario, you're swimming, pressing the B button.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it'll be something to see, because like that was auto scrolling. That was kind of the first auto scrolling thing for the Mario series.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But going back, like, I would really like to see Kid Icarus make a proper comeback. Like I've really been thinking about a Breath of the Wild style Kid Icarus game that's more, maybe the world's not as big as Breath of the Wild, but it's more dense and it's vertical, to get that sense from the first game. Just make it like kind of have like a sense of verticality to it.
I would love to see the puzzles in Kid Icarus. Like in dungeon form. I think that would be really nice to see.
Yeah. I mean, it could just basically be Breath of the Wild, but like with a Kid Icarus skin on it. For all I care, I really don't care.
Pretty much.
I would love to see the one Mario game I would really love to see though is 3D World 2. So
yeah.
But that's not like, it hasn't been around forever, So I'm trying to think of Punch Out is another one I would love to see come back as like a $40 title.
Can I get Snatcher? I'm sorry. I know that's not Super Nintendo. I know that's not GameCube. That Sega Genesis and the Sega CD and TurboGrafx and other stuff. PC. I want Snatcher. I would love for Konami to get back to a adventure game on Wii U, or someone just like redo Snatcher, just like animated, like upgrade it, just make it look good, like some nice Japanimation.
Yeah.
Hey, Level 5.
Speaking of Konami, did you see that Bomberman might be coming to PS4?
Yeah.
Lame. Okay, our last question of the day comes from Greg Schnabel. He says, "Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I wrote in. It's okay, no worries. The headphones he won have been great the 2 times he's gotten to use them, but his son loves them. So sorry you don't get to use the headphones, but I'm glad somebody's enjoying them." So my question, and this may not be something you two haven't had to deal with yet, but you never know. What do you do with all the stuff you have collected through the years? I've collected a lot of stuff over the years: books, movies, Blu-ray DVDs, and even VHS. And then he makes the joke, for younger listeners out there, that's what movies were on before DVDs. Shoot, we're going to get to that point where kids don't even know what DVDs are anymore. That makes me feel really old. Comics, toys, and of course video games and related stuff. I've trimmed it down over the years, but there's still a lot to go through. Have a good show. Well, Greg, thanks for writing in. And I actually
Yeah.
have a lot to say on this subject.
You want to go first then?
Yeah. I just last summer I went through a lot of things that I had collected over the years, and things that used to mean a lot to me, and some of the stuff still means a lot to me, like my Ninja Turtle collection, or some of the Power Rangers I collected, or a lot of the video games I collected over the years. I used to collect these little sports figures called starting lineups. I used to have a lot. I used to have a ton. And last summer, I decided that prior to a certain point in my life, I had to get rid of a lot of things and keep the things that made, like, the things I was most nostalgic over, I kept, and then the rest of the stuff I got rid of, like my Power Ranger collection, for example. I kept my original set of 6-7 Rangers, and then the Zords, like the Megazord, the original Megazord, and the Dragon Zord, and then the white one, I forget what it was called, Titanus, I think it was called. Like, I kept all those, and I got rid of everything after the first wave of Power Rangers. Like, I had to, it's time to get rid of stuff, and I have a feeling that in late April, early May, I'm going to do another purge because of the baby coming. So, but I'm also lucky that the stuff I do love, my parents allow me to keep it at their house. They allow me to keep it in boxes and everything, and they allow me to store it over there. So, I'm pretty lucky that way. So, Ed?
I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, camera issues as that. But go ahead, Corey. Keep talking. If you got any more before I answer.
I will as soon as this ad gets out of my way.
Because I have some things to say about this, and I literally thought this was a very good question.
Hold on. This ad is not leaving. I don't want it in the video. Go away, ad. Go away. Scram. Beat it.
Scram.
Nope. Okay. All right. Where was I? Oh, so like I'm lucky to have a place to keep the stuff that I really enjoy, but I've cleaned out over the years, and I used to keep boxes of all my systems, and I got rid of all of them except for all the Nintendo boxes. Like I kept broken down, but they're still like in relatively good condition considering everything. I kept my big blue PS2 box because that was an important purchase in my life. But yeah, a lot of stuff I've purged a lot, and I've gotten rid of stuff that I don't care about anymore, like a bunch of Transformers I got rid of. But, there's always the ones that you have the fondest memories of, and that's what you keep around, I think. And, now that I'm old enough to own toys of my own, that I am smarter about the purchases I make now, but that doesn't mean I'm done collecting, so.
Corey, is there a picture of me just sitting down? Like
No,
a black and white picture.
It's a spinny circle.
Okay, thinking that bit. Okay.
Now it's a picture of you sitting down.
Okay. Sorry everybody for that. Just having camera issues. Thanks, Skype. Do you have any more or?
No, but we have another advertisement that's not part of the show. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my video. Okay, so everybody, you just have to deal with the black and white. The Skype has like frozen with some stuff, but for me, I keep all my stuff. I collect, the stuff that I have in the past that I brought that I just collect, like DVDs, manga magazines, EGMs, Game Pros that I had as a kid. Like I collect all of it. There has been times when I have traded in games because I don't play them in some DVDs that I traded in because I don't watch them. They're like they were like 30-minute anime DVDs that I just didn't need. So, but most of everything I keep when I buy my stuff. I don't really get rid of it. So like for me, I remember having a flood, like around 93, 94, and some of my games ended up getting destroyed and getting messed up. So they weren't no good. Like, my Turtles in Time ended up getting flooded and I couldn't do nothing with it. Even though I had my Super Nintendo upstairs, I brought the game downstairs and left it there, because I was playing my Super Nintendo on my big TV screen downstairs in our family room. I forgot to bring the game up. And so most of the stuff that I get, like some of my old stuff, I keep. I wasn't a big toy collector. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers. I
have an embarrassing amount of Ninja Turtles.
My brother, he had a Voltron camera that he still has. He actually sold one of his cars that he got from Chuck E. Cheese. So there was a Knight Rider Power Wheels kind of car that you could drive in that he won. And he ended up having to sell it because we weren't using it and he wasn't using it anymore. But like for my video game stuff, and my manga, my anime, like I still got DVDs like Samurai Champloo. I still got the Transformer DVD. My mom still got VHS movies that she had since the 80s and 90s. Like she still got the original Star Wars VHS. In the good package and stuff. So we kind of like keep our collections and stuff until we want to start selling it or giving it away or purchasing it or anything like that. We pretty much just keep it and put it in a good spot. And when it's time to go visit it or we feel like being retro, we'll go visit it and go to that place. So yeah, that's my answer on that.
Nice. Yeah, I think there's always going to be some form of collecting in my life. You know, at some point, like I realized that I didn't need all this stuff. You know, I just sometimes you're just so in the moment that you need, as a collector, you're just like, I need all of it. I need everything. You know, and you have to remind yourself that like you live in a 2-bedroom apartment and can't fit all this stuff. So
yeah.
It's kind of like the reason why I've gone all digital on everything except for Nintendo stuff. You know, it's not that I don't want the physical copies. It's just I don't have the room. I really don't.
And that's the thing with me. I love a lot of physical. So yeah, you know, my GameStop purchases of used games, the buy two get the one free, like that adds more to the collection. But you know, I have reason for that. I like my physical copies. I love just having a good library and collection. And when I want to do a podcast or I want to revisit it, look at this gameplay and stuff that I probably didn't like when I first played it, I might now accept and respect when I play it again. You know, having stuff for pod and play or anything like NGR related, or just personal stuff. I'd love just to being like, you know what, I got it. I could just pop it in, good to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. I still wish I had the ability to collect a lot of things. I do have a full collection of Disney Infinity in this area.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I love collecting things, but I have had to like teach myself not to buy things just because I want them, you know. Especially after I met my wife, you know, so because you know it's getting married changes things. So you know, in some ways it's amazing, and other things you're like, dang it, I can't get that anymore. So yeah. So, but I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. You can find Nintendo Pow Block every Tuesday and Friday right here on youtube.com/NGR Radio or your favorite podcast app. Check out our family of shows, Nerds Gone Platinum, Arsenal X, NGR Radio, and World 1-1 Podcast. Check out Pod and Play, check out Squad Goals. You can find them, our old episodes on YouTube right now. And let's see, Pod and Play goes up on Saturday mornings, and then Squad Goals goes up on Mondays at 10 a.m. So make sure you check those out. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at that retrocode. You can check Optional Opinion at SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and tune in. Then my podcast is available on there also, and other podcast apps. By the time this episode go up, I will have a new blog up on nerdgumrogueradio.com that you guys can check it out. It's going to be titled Comparing Originality, where we look at games and we like to compare how original they are to other games. So check it out.
Yeah. You can find me at CoreyHD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me hosting NGR Radio and a plethora of other shows on the NGR Radio Network. Check out our website, ngrradio.com. And until Friday, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woohoo! Woohoo!
No, it doesn't work when I do it. Oh.